chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A give to Brown. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, by the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Quarterback making adjustments. Manning from the gun on third down. They're working that left side. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities, I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. I mean,
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6. Smokey the Cannon not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Now, I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Makes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He goes right back to the air. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Here comes the Texas offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Brown. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. On a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on him. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Hurt Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense in Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Could not make his way to the corner. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Green. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. To the air, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it with Caden Durham. And he's in! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys in that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and up. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Townsend. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Arch is going to throw for it. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Powers through the defender. Got a little grass. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. Then he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. yards from their own 25-yard line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Sends it back in motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here's some pressure. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Levitt. He'll take the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The run inside. It's Smothers. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Rides to the back. Picks up the first down. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Texas. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back has it. They're waiting for him behind the line of scrimmage as the final seconds tick away here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the number 18 team, the West Virginia Mountaineers. And it's the Jayhawks with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
On the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to run it. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Hauls it in. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get it.
And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Levin. They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Arch Madness. Finds his man. It's Townsend. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Working that left side now. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. Past the 20. Touchdown Longhorns! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
This offense looked unstoppable in the 1st half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the 2nd half. They take their 1st drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Handoff, Caden Durham. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Levin. He's going for it all. He's got it way down the field. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Go! Here's a give to Durham.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. Breaks into the open. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Tight end now in motion. Here's Durham. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. To throw, it's Levitt. Fires into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Running inside, it's Smothers. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Hand off for Brown. Stumbled to the ground.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the tight end. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. On target over the middle. There he goes. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Arts to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. With short hands, it's Townsend. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right in midfield. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Using his feet. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to, but that...
Maybe some room here. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Brown again. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
As tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
It's complete to the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down.
Could be an alley. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Let it go. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty